Welcome to Read Aloud with Mr. Paul. I'm so glad you could be here. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss a single story.
Today we'll be reading The Gingerbread Man and the Leprechaun Loose at School by Laura Murray, illustrated by Mike Lowry. When a leprechaun is making mischief, this smart cookie has a clever plan to trap him. See what the leprechaun is up to all over the school. The Gingerbread Man and the Leprechaun Loose at School by Laura Murray, illustrated by Mike Lowry. Ha ha!
One Monday in March, the mischief began with a
Hee hee hee!
from a wee little man.
Huh?
We heard the sly laugh as he raced down the hall. Then he paused by our door with a wink and a call.
Fo-fi-li-fi! You can't catch me, for I'm on a leprechaun mess-making spree! Ha 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 ha! I'm crafty and keen. I'm nimble and quick. I love to make mischief or play a good trick.
We rushed to the hall. He was nowhere in sight, but some tiny green shamrocks trailed off to the right.
It seems that our school has an unwanted guest, a magical, mischievous leprechaun pest.
We quietly tiptoed our way down the hall, then spied a small message taped up on the wall.
The woodwinds, the strings, percussion and brass are turned topsy-turvy, awaiting your class.
Music, I whispered. The band room's this way. But when we arrived, we all stared in dismay. The sheets were all scattered. The tubas were tipped. The trumpets, violas, and flutes were all flipped. And there on the board was another green note. I grabbed it and read out his rascally quote. Fo-fiddly-fee. You can't catch me, for I'm as clever can be. This musical mess is just the first one. It's rollicking, frolicking leprechaun fun.
Let's tidy this room and then plan what to do before he comes back and makes mess number 2. After our lunchtime, we'll work on a trap. Someone must capture that small, cheeky chap.
I slipped from the lunch line and went for a stroll to prowl all the hallways on prankster patrol. I'll search through the school as fast as I can. I can catch him. I'm the Gingerbread Man. I spotted more shamrocks, then heard a new noise. I pushed on a door with a sign that said, Boys. The place was a mess. Then I yelled with a blush, Where are your manners? Remember to flush. I glanced in the mirror, then spied his green note. I quickly retrieved it and read what he wrote.
Fo-fiddly-fee! You can't catch me, for I'm as sneaky can be. I placed all the books in me favourite shape and planned a few hijinks before me escape.
He's loose in the library. This is not good. He won't treat the books in the way that he should. I'm on the case, I said as I ran. I can catch him. I'm the gingerbread man! The books were all stacked in a rainbow display. They teetered and tottered and started to sway. Down they all came in an avalanche slide. They toppled so fast, I had no time to hide. Then, under the pile, I was startled to find something important that he'd left behind. Beside his green note was a little lost hat. I'm betting that he might be looking for that. I sprang from the books, and I grabbed his hat, too. Then I opened the message to read his next clue.
Fo fiddly fee, you can't catch me, for I'm as tricky can be. The lunchroom? A classroom? Which place should I go? Or how about a house made from gingerbread dough?
My classroom! My house! I must get there first! I sped down the hall in a super-fast burst. I'm on a mission! I've got a good plan! I can catch him! I'm the gingerbread man! I reached our door quickly. No sign of the elf, so I gathered supplies from a low closet shelf. I grabbed all the pencils, a ruler, and glue, then found toilet tissue and pulled it down too. I set up my trap, then I heard a small giggle. I peered at our door, and I saw the knob jiggle.
Fo fiddly fee! Ha ha! Hee hee! Is that me magical hat that I see?
With a glint in his eye, he skipped through the door, not noticing glue that was spread on the floor. Slipping and sliding, his arms whirled around as he log rolled on pencils laid out on the ground. He landed on top of the measuring stick. The ruler popped up, and it gave him a flick. He slid down a mountain of soft tissue rolls, but his shoes were so sticky, it stuck to his soles. Flipping and flopping, he spun round and round. Then, wrapped like a mummy, he rolled to the ground. The trap did the trick. I pulled off my plan. Hello, leprechaun. I'm the gingerbread man.
Fo fiddly fee! Oh my, oh me! This is a bind that I didn't foresee.
I'm happy to help you, but first you must say you'll fix up the messes you've left here today.
Okay, little cookie, so crafty and keen. Just hand me my hat, and I promise to clean.
That's quite a good trick, but I'm smarter than that. You must do it first. Then I'll give you your hat.
Oh, you're pretty clever. As clever as me.
He winked and then said,
May your school be mess-free.
With a pop and a crackle of shimmering green, the mess disappeared and the classroom was clean. So I pulled on the tissue and spun him around. Then he sprang to his hat with a leap and a bound. He sang out,
I'm free!
As my classmates came in. Then he did a quick jig with a wave and a grin.
It's time to be going. Me mischief is done. But I'll visit next March with more leprechaun fun.
I'm up for the challenge. We'll have a new plan. Bring it on, Leprechaun. I'm the gingerbread man.
Thank you so much for joining me for Read Aloud with Mr. Paul. Until next time, discover the wonder in a book. Pick one up. Take a look.
For more fun stories, like and subscribe to Read Aloud with Mr. Paul. Thanks again.